Release him now! Release him now! Release him now! Release him now! Release him now!
As far as I'm concerned, every Igbo man under the sun today, anywhere you are in part of this world, you are a Biafran. I am a Biafran. I'm an Igbo man, and Biafra is where we are from. It's just like the Arewas and the Oduduwas. You understand it?
Not too long ago, you be there this Kata FA, this content creator and night streamer Kata FA, live stream. And him be they ask you about Biafra. I say you don't know anything about Biafra. I say you know, me you tell him. But the way you answer, make people come they assume say you they kind of like they distance yourself away from. And I don't want to use what you represent, but then again, it's part of your region, the region you come from. We should just kind of like address that particular region.
Yeah, the truth be say, now see what we just talk about now. The fans sometimes they misunderstand or they push matter the way it's not supposed to be. For Kata event live stream, ask me questions. Say. What state are you from? The video is online. I say I'm from Anambra State. Inko say say I'm Igbo. Inko say what is it about Biafra? I can't say Biafra is our baptism name. You understand that we are all Igbos. All Igbos, our baptism name now Biafra. Omo. Internet people, some people don't change and say, Casey, they support us, Casey, stand with us. A lot of my Igbo brothers too.
For real?
Yeah, they come, they drag me. But the truth is, make we check them now. Somebody ask you a question, where are you from? I'm from Anambra State, and I'm Igbo. Biafra was created in, I think it was in 1967 by some one guy, Frank Opigo, from Bios, I think. He suggested that name for the Igbos. You understand, Biafra, and we adopted it in 1967. So before 1967, who are we? Igbos. When my mother gave birth to me and my father, they named me Kingsley. When I grew up and had my baptism, they named me Cyril. My baptism name is Cyril. So when you asked me this question, I was like, Biafra is my baptism name. That means I'm still a Biafra.
Okay, finally, we've seen the governor of Akwa Ibom, Governor come out and say that what? He said every day of the week, twice on Sunday, is a Biafran. We've seen the lack of Casey recently come out and said that what? He denied his tribe openly and said what? He is not a Biafran. But today, Governor came out and said is a Biafran and what it will continue to remain a Biafra. What's your take as regards this?
I think from what that news that was reported actually is that any moment from now, the Akwa Ibom government and the Akwa Ibom state will join the rest of people, the Igbos, to continue to celebrate, May 30th as the Biafra Remembrance Day. And I think that was the point he was trying to make, when he became conscious and started telling the story that he speaks Igbo and he lived with the Igbos, he stayed in Igbo land, he speaks Igbo more than even his dialect, and that his Biafra, his father fought on the side of Biafra. And of course, we remember Philip Effiong too, deputy to Odumegwu Ojukwu during that period, is also from Akwa Ibom, and the man has said very clearly that if a referendum is being conducted today, there's no two ways about it, that Akwa Ibom, of course, will join the Biafran movement and struggle. And of course, if a referendum is taking place, there's no how anybody is going to deny Akwa Ibom of that identity. Bros, we will fight for it. That's the fact. We will fight for it. We cannot be a weakling. We cannot show weakling on this point. If a governor of that level is coming up publicly to say that, yes, this is who I am, Akwa Ibom, I will join the May 30th celebrate Remembrance Day of Biafra. And of course, that Akwa Ibom is a Biafran land. It's as simple as that. But if you look at some of these things, you know that there's a political angle to what Casey Lipompo was talking about. Him coming from Anambra, him being Igbo, him not being, Biafra. You understand? If you look at it very well, he was struggling with the truth. Casey was struggling with the truth simply because he does not want to displease whose source he became a billionaire or he became relevant. We know what happened. We know those who are holding those keys for them. That's from the time he was start first. We know who brought him to limelight. We know who supported the family. We know how the family grew. Yes, because they enjoyed federal strength and might from beginning. After that popularity came. There's no two ways about that. We know. So coming down and somebody is asking you that question, who are you? Yeah, you are not able to confidently, say very, very clearly that this is who I am. If they conduct referendum today, the number of people that will say no will be very, very insignificant, including the South. Look at General Saboja. What is he talking about? He understands the issue, Niger Delta. When you look at that, he said Niger Delta. That out. But look at that man, and Ikwere, who said, I am an Ibom man. Hey, he can claim he's a Niger Delta. Okay, he's still within the slavery mentality. At what point did we start having this thing? Even before the colonization came. What we have there is Old Eastern Province. And within the territory of their waters lies the bite of Biafra. But politically now, they say we are South. And a normal man will say, no. Aga, come out. If you are not Igbo, come out. Oh. Allow them, those who are to occupy that place, go to where you belong. Because you cannot compromise the Biafran land. There's nowhere, anywhere in the world where there are no ethnic minorities. Even in the United States of America, in Iraq, anywhere, even in Yoruba land. Where are they just obsessed with I know people. Come out from Biafran land if you're not an Igbo man. As simple as go to where you belong. But as far as we are concerned, the ancient pronouncements as the oldest kingdom, if you are not within that geopolitical zone, please excuse yourself and go to where you belong. As simple as that. Leave the entire Igbo land for the Igbo people, for the Biafran people, for the Job Biafrans. As simple as that. For the Soko Biafrans, for the Robo Biafrans, for the Shekri Biafrans. So what's the fuse? Are you trying to tell me that we should not be able to have other ethnic nationalities within the territory of that comprises our territorial strength as a nation, as a sovereignty? No! God bless the Destiny Chuko, that beautiful lady with a beautiful heart. These are people of concept and ideology and who understand what it means to be an Igbo man in a hostile, unfortunate hostile entity called Nigeria. The only people that Nigeria is hostile against are the Igbos. Oga, we will survive. Either by omission or commission, we survive. And that is the truth. So you can see the narrative is gradually changing. Like what we used to have years before. The consciousness is coming. And courtesy of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's gospel of Igbo unification, identification, that they must come under one umbrella and forget this Fulani division and forget this Fulani, demarcation, try to dismantle anything. Why is it that they did not create another zone, another region in Southwest? Why must it be Igbo land alone? They say South and Southeast. What is the meaning of South and Southeast? Bros, if I begin to give you history of those people who they are claiming, go and fact check very well. They are all Igbos. That's what they call generational change, shift. Go to the north, you see Igbos that have stayed there for 100 years. The only thing that you will know they are Igbos is by their name. But they have remarried and remarried and remarried to so many generations. To an extent, they almost forget that they are Igbos. Are you going to tell an Indoki man, an Ikwere man? You say somebody that's answering Okechukwu, he will tell you that, bro, can we find out why these people are behaving like as if they are injected with virus? You are answering Okechukwu and you are saying you are not an Igbo man. We are not going to send you away. It's okay. Because a time will come, we'll ask you to go to where people that answer that name belong to. So we must celebrate this consciousness we are talking about. We must celebrate General Asaboja. I pray he will not change, you know, but because yes, yeah, because this is how what is it called? Dokubo started with an Igbo agenda gradually. When they started baptizing him with corruption at the end of the day, he become an enemy overnight. I pray General Asaboja will not be able to toe that line at the end of the day. And secondly, we saw it. Well, I don't want to blame Tombolo too much. No. You know, I see Tombolo, but where I am against it is that he seems to have been too comfortable now because of the contract. He is busy supervising the Fulani oligarchy, taking their resources, and he happens to be the gate man. You owe a house, and they turn you to a gate man, and every day they will loot your house for you and give you stipend. That consciousness must come back, and that is why you are seeing on every day Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is spreading, and his popularity is becoming an influence and overwhelming everybody, even including the Hausas themselves. You can see the gradual consciousness that's breeding in the north now. They are beginning to ask questions. Just like other people are beginning to ask questions of identity. Who are we? They say, it's divided now. You can't say I'm outrightly that a South man. He will ask you what is South, what is Niger Delta. These are the creation of Gowon. These are the creation of the Fulani oligarchy to make sure that they continue to muzzle and squeeze the resources of the Biafrans for their own comfort. And the time will come, questions will be asked. Resistance will stand. And that is what it means. Thank you.